video. Back again with another quick video. I think I got my phone situated, but telling y'all, man, telling y'all, bro. It's like y'all people more consumed with the story and the person, and like I just seen this dude. Let me see if I can find this. So I want y'all to see, bro. People really idolaters. People just idolaters. Like it don't even matter what's going on. People just be idolaters. See, I can't put that up. It's not even. Like people really idolaters, bro. This is a text of somebody just being a straight up idolater. I chill and look, and dude was saying, all right, I don't know if y'all ever seen, go look it up if you never seen it. But it's basically there ain't nothing was going on in the video, but it was LeBron. He was sitting down, looked like he was having lunch, and he was having lunch with his like security or somebody like that, and somebody across the street was watching him, and they was watching him, and it was like, bro, somebody commented was like, bro, if LeBron's sitting there having lunch, I'm gonna just watch LeBron, and I'm gonna text my friends, and I'm gonna smoke and watch him, and I'm gonna like how you would watch him play in a game. But he wasn't doing anything. He was just sitting there eating his food like being a regular person. Because at the end of the day, he's a regular person. And this dude's like fangirling about LeBron. Oh, I'm gonna text my friends and I'm gonna just watch him. And it was like a whole group of people just standing there watching him. And it's LeBron, and people, feel some type of ways about celebrities. I used to even be like that at one point, but I'm just saying, like, do y'all really understand that it's more people like this than it is people that think like me and probably you, if you know what my channel is. Like, it's probably it's more people that think like that, like this. Like, I'm gonna just stare at LeBron and watch it. It's every move. Like, it's more people like that than it is people that's like got a free thinking mind. But I'm just saying, like, FBA's, we not focused on the bigger picture. We focused on trinkets. We focused on stupid stuff. Like, we just focused on dumb stuff, bro. Like, I understand the did a trial is interesting, but at the end of the day, you just gotta call a spade a spade. You have to understand that man's not getting out of prison. He used his LLC to hurt people, to get drugs, to to move illegal guns and do illegal stuff. That's a criminal enterprise. What don't you get? But it's like it's black people that y'all don't understand. Y'all might understand street politics, but you don't understand the law of America. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might understand street politics. Street politics is cool. Street politics is cool. That's all right. But street politics don't hold up in court. So in the court of law of America, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know what FBA people want, but it's not what it's not what. And I seen somebody else. They put it perfectly. It was like it was at one point because cause, you see the misconception and the sad part that's wired into FBA people brains through trauma. It's really through trauma. Like I'm starting to realize I'm going on a deep dive about trauma, um, betrayal trauma, and all this different types of traumas and stuff like that. And when it do, like it really do something scientifically to your brain. The same thing as like PTSD. This is why black people have a problem. Well, not all of them, but certain black people have a problem when people bring up reparations and stuff like that. It's the same thing with the field and the house slave back in the day mentality. To whereas some black people thought they would never be free. They thought they'll never be free to go and do what they want to do. They always be on a plantation with a Caucasian master, and like they thought it was always going to be that setup. But just like how they thought, I think Checking Report said this, but I was watching this on the Star Report. But I always try to give props when it's due. But that was interesting that whoever said that on the show last night said that even back then slaves thought that they would never be free. And to some people that might not be monumental, that might not mean anything, but it's the truth. If we worked all them years and we got free, they was like, all right, well, we're gonna free you. We're gonna allow you to be free. We're not gonna torment you. We're not gonna enslave. Like, come on now, bro. Like it got that bad to where them people was like, all right, we're not gonna enslave you. Like what? Like that would sound absolutely crazy today. Like for somebody to come out and say something like that today, that would sound absolutely crazy. All right, we're not gonna enslave you no more. We'll stop enslaving you. We'll we thinking about it. We'll think about it. We thinking they talking. It talks about an Emancipation and Proclamation, 1863. Like that's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or is it 1865? One of the two. I know it's 1860. Then it was 1960. But anyways, I'm just saying like a lot of people is desensitized to that because number one, they didn't grow up here in America. Their family not here. Their family wasn't from here, so they don't really understand what's going on. They could care less because what we did now we made America a melting pot. So it's a whole bunch of people from everywhere here, and it's black people. We keep getting pushed down the totem pole. Get down, black people. Get black people. Fall in line, black people. Like when we supposed to be the first one up because we was the first ones here. See what I'm saying? But the history has been what they call whitewash. Really, just been book burned or lied about. They lied. You know what I'm saying? When you just lie, when you just come up with a blatant lie, and you're holding a literally you're holding a firearm to people's head, and you're coming up with a blatant lie, and you're just like, oh man, this is the truth, Christopher Columbus, this, that, and the third. People are going to believe that because you're holding a firearm to their head. What don't you understand? You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people just don't understand how violent Caucasian people have been throughout the years. That's why they try to paint this narrative of FBA people being this type of animalistic, savage, and all this other stuff. But really, they're the savages. Really, they're the animalistic, the crazy ones, the primal ones. We the ones where it's just like we cool. You know what I'm saying? We known for being cool, chill. You know, until it's time to get on that. You know, then we'll get on that. But I'm just being honest. Since the '60s, we really haven't been getting on anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence that our main leaders that we looked up to in the '60s, you know, these are guys that could have been still here, you know, really pushing movements. And you know, up until what 10 years ago, they probably would have been like 80 years old, 90 years old. What so probably like up until like 20 years ago, they probably would have been pushing real movements if they were still alive. But they made a point to take out Martin Luther King, take out Malcolm X, and the list goes on and on and on. They made it a point to do that. That wasn't a coincidence. They made a point to do that. They had to do that. They had to infiltrate our systems because if they didn't, we would have got too strong. That's the same thing with reparations. Why would we give these people reparations where they could get capital now, they could get, you know, money, and they could get the upper hand eventually. That's how they looking at it. They're not looking at it like, man, we owe these people money from working. They don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't appreciate us. They don't care about us. They don't think that we. They don't even think that we Americans. You know what I'm saying? They don't even think. They don't even look at us like we Americans. You know, so whatever type of propaganda that we could put in front of black people and doing them right, it could be anything. It could be literally anything. Sports, what's going on in the next country. They'll talk about what's going on in the next country as if that country ever would care about what's going on in America. You know what I'm saying? After saying this, they'll try to say, "Oh, we care about like, bro, stop, just stop, bro." It's a whole United Nations, and these people never brought up chattel slavery, transatlantic slavery, or whatever you want to call it, slavery in America that involved FBA people that was already here before 1776. You know what I'm saying? They don't never want to bring that up because then I mean we gotta pay for our sins, and paying for our sins. I'll just rather do it when I pass away. You know what I'm saying? So if Trump going Trump, I would pay for my sins right now. If I'm the president, bro, I got the power to pardon people and to bring people out of prison, federal prison, and all this stuff. Like, if I got the power to really push agendas and stuff, I'm pushing that agenda because, listen, a lot of y'all claim y'all believe in the Most High, but y'all gonna have a rude awakening when y'all get to where y'all think y'all going. Y'all gonna have a rude awakening. I'm not even talking about morality. Y'all gonna have a rude awakening to who Christ really is and what he really looked like. You know what I'm saying? Trump know what he really looked like because he been over there to Russia talking to them people. And if you go over there in Russia and you go over there into their memorials and they churches and stuff, it's not they don't depict Christ how we depict Christ in the Western world over here. They depict Christ the correct way, as it says in Revelation chapter 3, chapter 2. You know what I'm saying? Verse 9. Yeah, man, like what they doing though, when they all out, oh, CRT, our kids don't need to learn about what happened in slavery. Like all that stuff, that's book burning. You know what I'm saying? And they Caucasians, they do support that because they don't actually want nobody to know what they did. But it's like, bro, we all know what you did. This we got the internet, we got AI, we got all of this stuff to sit up here and tell us what happened about the truth and stuff like that, bro. Like, y'all not running away from this. Trump could go down as one of the greatest of all time just by simply giving black people what they said it was what they said they owe about $3 trillion. They owe about 3 trillion. Some people even say half of what America owns. It's 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 really sick. It's really sad that we could do something like this in America and then our curriculum in our high schools will be Anne Frank. Like our curriculum in our high schools really contradictory. We go from we go from Ruby Bridges to Anne Frank. Ruby Bridges still alive. Ruby Bridges only like 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't a long time ago. Integrations of schools and stuff like that. Like this not a long time ago. All right, got you. This not a long time ago. This is only a couple years ago. All of this stuff is new. America having a whole bunch of different groups and races of people. This is new. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would make it seem like we've been here the whole time. We've been here since 1776. Like everybody else. Like, bro, no, bro. Y'all got here in 1993. You got here in 2003. You got here in 2013. You got here in 2023. Like, this is all new. You know what I'm saying? This not this not nothing that's like been going on since forever. America is still America's still a young country. We still unestablished. We still got a whole bunch of racism and stuff that we need to. You don't what you don't do is this is how messed up and wicked black people and white people and most of the tethers and stuff that live in America that don't know what's going on. This is how crazy their mind is. They think that it's okay that black people worked for hundreds of years for free and was forced to do so and was unalived and was taken from one place to another place, kidnapped and all types of stuff. And they think that that's okay. But then we don't think that 9/11 is okay. We don't think that what happened in Germany in the 1940s was okay. But then our troops would come back home and then they would face racism from the same people that they were just fighting with. My great great granddad, no, my great granddad, my grandmother's father, he was in the War II, went over to Africa and fought hard for America. Went to Germany and fought hard for America. Came back home to racism, like straight up spitting in his face, like disrespectful. A whole veteran. So it's just like, bro, like a lot of black people, they can't even fathom it. They don't understand because number one, the school's not gonna teach them. I started to notice as I got older in high school and through like throughout elementary, middle school, and high school, they start teaching less and less and less about um what they would call Black History Month. Like it will become less and less and less of a curriculum and things for us to learn because if you raising a nation of a group of people that don't know anything about themselves, when are they gonna learn it? When are they gonna do so? Because once you get out of high school, essentially everything that your life expects to see is is ran on is making money and currency. Your whole life expectancy turns into making currency. You're not expecting to learn about this and that and the third, about some history, about stuff that happened. That's why 100 years ago became so long ago, this and that and the third. See, white people, they like to move the goalposts when they want to move the goalposts and when it's right for them. Like Mitch McConnell would say, oh, that was so long ago what happened in slavery and all this dumb shit he tried to say. But he'd be the same one sitting up there with his hand over his heart, crying tears to the American flag and the national anthem from 1776. Like, it's all BS, bro. It's really BS. That's what I'm trying to tell black people. You aren't FBA people. You aren't looked at as American. You aren't looked at as American. I'm not saying don't go vote, don't go do this and that and third. I'm just saying, bro, you even when you get into position, even when you in position, you aren't looked at as American. You're not looked at as one of them. You're not looked at as one of them. You shouldn't feel no type of way. You should just want what your people worked hard for. It shouldn't be, oh man, that was happened so many years ago and nothing happened to you and all of that. All of that is bitch assness, bro. All that shit that Anton James tries to say, that's bitch assness, bro. That's don't get you no cool points. White people wondering why you not getting, because if it was the other way around, I bet you white people would have got their reparations by now. They would have already said it. We not going back to work. No, we cannot do this. We cannot do that. They already would have figured it out. You know how white people is. They super preppy. They like that. They don't. They if something isn't right, they're gonna figure it out before they do make any other move. Black people, we wanna prolong it and all right, we'll figure it out tomorrow. And I'm like, no, we're not gonna figure it out tomorrow. We gonna figure it out today. Why we didn't get our reparations. But no, we just gonna be happy that NBA YoungBoy and Larry Hoover out. Well, yip yip hooray! Like shut the fuck up, bro. Like some of y'all really make me so irritated. Like y'all, the stuff that y'all say, it don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. Cassie a hoe. All right, so what? Do y'all know what the law is? Cassie could be a hoe doing all this and shit, and then tell on Diddy and get immunity, and Diddy will be the only one going to jail. Why are y'all walking around talking to him? He's the only one in the RICO being charged in a criminal enterprise. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that makes sense. Well, do you see all these people get on the stand and making public information, tattletale videos about him every goddamn day? Like literally, every hour on the hour, it's a new video, and somebody else get on the stand. It don't matter if they say, "No, I didn't want to." They're doing it. They're telling on him, so they don't get charges. You idiot. They're talking behind the scenes to the feds. You idiot. This is what's wrong with a lot of black people in America. It's not even their fault because they go to their enemy, their oppressor. They're going to their oppressor's schools, sitting in their oppressor's face. Teach me something, please. What the fuck is they about to teach you? How to unalive yourself. That's what they're gonna teach you. How to be stuck in this system. They're not gonna teach you how to make sure your people get they just do, bro. Why would they teach you that, bro? They left us on a cliffhanger. They taught us about slavery in school. Now they don't even want to teach about it because like, bro, even leaving them on the cliffhanger is making them grow up into viral industries and trying to wake everybody up and do all this other BS. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all the truth, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth, bro. Like, you have to get a certain type of money out here just for people to even be like, all right, well, we gonna listen to what you gotta say. Like, if it's not about money, bro, nobody don't care. That's why the only thing black people and these fake pro blacks should be talking about is reparations. That's it. That's a legitimate art. They made you think. They psyoped your brain, made you think. No, we got economy and this and all this. Man, they psyoped your brain. They just gave $500 billion during the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris tenure. They gave them $500 billion in Ukraine. They did all of that while flying over the inner cities of America, seeing how messed up they is, knowing the statistics. They still giving out 500 billion and trillions of dollars to all these other countries and migrants and stuff like that. Walk right into your community, get all of your resources, get all of your townhouses, your apartments, get all of your property, and they give it to somebody else. Why? Because they don't want you with it. They don't like you. So instead of our leaders, LeBron James and all of this is why I really don't respect these ninjas. LeBron James and Curry, all right, y'all cool basketball wise, okay, that's cool. But who really gives a fuck about basketball? The only reason I give a fuck about basketball today in my life, as a 26-year-old man, is because I'm sports betting on it. I really don't care about y'all like that, bro. Y'all don't do anything for the community, bro. Y'all don't do anything for black people. Y'all don't care about black people. Stop acting like y'all always taking knees during Black Lives Matter as a fad, bro. It's because it was something that was cool. Y'all ninjas are weird. LeBron James, you have $1 billion. Why are you still trying to play basketball? It's time for you to take a fucking leadership role now. You look dumb. You look stupid. Still trying to play basketball. I gotta get the 2098 points. Shut up. You look dumb. Get in the field for your people. Use your voice. No, I'm not gonna use my voice because was you really reading that Malcolm X book? You wasn't. You couldn't have been. You couldn't. Like, it's just so frustrating to see black people on Zeus Network and shit like that. Disrespecting Emmett Till and stuff like that. It's so aggravating, bro. That this is the lineage of group of people. We really in the burning building, like Martin Luther King said he was leading us in. We really in here. We really in here. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say it's over because it ain't never over. But I'm just saying, bro. Like, we got to do better. I appreciate y'all for hitting that like and subscribe, man. I'm just in here, man, watching the cameras going off, man, going crazy. But I appreciate y'all hitting like and subscribe, bro. I ain't even look. I ain't even peep. Ain't nobody commenting, but I appreciate y'all, bro. Like, comment, and subscribe. But I'm just letting y'all know, bro. They don't look at black Americans like Americans. They don't look at me as Kamala's better and all this other stuff. That just like the Democrats is worse. But it's just like I'm just letting y'all know, bro. Like, it's bigger than Larry Hoover getting out and NBA YoungBoy. Like, it's way, way, way bigger than that. And you know it is. I don't gotta tell you it is. You know it is. You know what I'm saying? So why you not fighting for reparations? Why we not all bringing this up and having meetings about it privately and talking? Why is these quote unquote FBA celebrities so quiet? Like, they super extra quiet. Like, why are you supporting Kanye West? I mean, not Kanye West, Diddy. Like, what is that doing? None of the celebrities are none of the people that was actually with Diddy every day and Bad Boy. They don't even support him. Why are you supporting him? Why you don't never talk about reparations? You got 100,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, 25,000 subscribers. You don't never catch you talking about reparations. You talking about when Diddy came by and you slapped him up? Like, come on, bro. Nobody cares. Every black man should be talking about reparations, or he's a bitch ass Negro. You are a bitch ass Negro. Why aren't you talking about reparations for your great great grands and your people that worked hard? Some of y'all not even your great great. Your granddaddy was a slave. You older than the motherfucker. Your granddaddy was a slave. It's getting crucial. It's not a joke. This shit's serious, bro. White people they quote unquote great grands houses, the slave houses, yeah. The slave fields, yeah, they sold it or they got it and they you know what I'm saying? That's a part of their assets. They understand all of that. It's only the black people we don't understand what we worked hard for. Like, come on, bro, stop it, bro. Y'all kill me with this shit, bro. Acting oblivious and shit. We just want to get along and we just want to be treated equal. Man, we passed all of that. Now we on the financial aspect. How did slavery affect the financial aspect of the black community? How did y'all leaving guns and drugs in our communities impact the financial aspect of the black community? It's not a joke. It's literally white people, young white people, not even young white people, like 30-year-old white people that don't know what's going on. That's just out here. That just be like, you start talking like how I'm talking in these videos, in my videos, and they be like lost. They be looking at me like, is he okay? Like they be like, bro, the only thing that registers in their mind is the 90s. That's the only thing that register in their mind. Like it's like really NPCs out here, bro. Like this shit's scary. Like even if they faking like they don't know, it's like, damn, bro, all right, you faking like you don't know, but at the same time, it's still weird as a bitch, bro. Like, why you acting like you don't know what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? But I just had to rant about that, bro, because I don't care about NBA YoungBoy and Larry Hoover getting out of jail. And that's not doing nothing for my people. It's not. I thought YoungBoy was already out of jail. I'm not understanding what's really going on, bro. All Trump got to do is make sure the platinum plan gets into fruition and black people get paid for working for hundreds and hundreds of years, for lifetimes, for free. We can literally honestly say it was a black person that worked for free their whole life. Then it was another black person that was born from that black person that worked for free for their whole life. Then there was another black person that was born from that black person that worked for free for their whole life. Then there was another black person that just known all they knew was working for free. They didn't even know that it was a possibility that you could get paid from working. And the next thing you know, they talking about Emancipation Proclamation. They don't know how to read. They don't know how to do none of this stuff. They just hear little murmurs and stuff because they don't know how to read. They didn't teach us how to do anything. They told us don't even speak. Don't even if we hear you speaking that they call it jigaboo. If they hear you speaking jigaboo, they're gonna really whip you. And y'all ninjas over here, man, this, that, and the third. That's why, right? Listen, that's why they so meticulous about everything that we do. Why did you say that word like that? Why did you wear your hat like that? Why did you turn around like that? Like everything that we do, they overanalyze us because that's in their blood. Don't you understand? Why you think they so worried about overanalyzing us every day? But y'all lost in the sauce. Y'all too busy in gangs. Y'all too busy in gangs fighting each other, doing drugs and stuff. Like it's so annoying, bro. It's annoying, bro. America could have been on the right path. We the Americans don't listen, bro. Even black people that got money, they don't want to see no black people actually flourish. They don't want to see the cities that they come from flourish. They want it to be messed up like that. Like I always tell y'all, it's because they want to keep the hoods like that because it's people that drive through the hoods every day and show their kids like, look, 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 like it's a zoo or third world country while they drive to their suburbs and they mansions or they house on the hills. They do that on purpose. They like it like this. They look at us like zoo animals. They look at us like, you know what I'm saying, like nothing. They look at us like zoo animals. And y'all okay with that, bro? Y'all took it on The fact that they look at you like zoo animals. You start you start calling yourself a zoo animal. I'm a gorilla. I'm a shark. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You a human being. You a citizen. No, I'm not a citizen. I'm a shark. I'm a street ninja. Okay, bro. And then then when they throw you up and lock you up, it's oh man, ma, can you sing, ma? I mean, y'all want the truth or y'all want to lie? A lot of y'all ninjas got too used to lying and capping and yapping all day, bro. The reason why the black community is the black community is because we never got paid from working for hundreds and hundreds of years. Then after that, we got tormented for some more years from 1865 to 1965. Right? We're gonna act like it didn't continue. We're gonna act like Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Sonya Massey. We're gonna act like they're not even people. And then after 1965, 1985, they put us on drugs. I gotta slow walk you through what's going on. Because go talk to a Caucasian person about this. They gonna act like, well, what are you talking about? Because it didn't happen yesterday. So it didn't happen yesterday. So, but literally, lo and behold, it did happen yesterday. It's been happening for since forever, since 1985. We've been in the same loop of gang, drugs, and stupid shit, street politics. You niggas are weird. You niggas are really weirdos, bro. If you still walking around talking about some street politics, man, the streets and the literature and what we posted, the rules of the gang, and man, you an idiot. You an idiot. You an idiot, bro. It's paperwork on all of these little organization. Y'all want to have? Oh, we just got our little organization over here. We're real right, and we're not gonna do anything else for the black. We're not gonna come together and actually care about our people. No, no, no. We just want to be this one little city, this one little state, this one little area. Shut up. Y'all are the lamest, bro. Y'all are the lamest. I just seen Magnificent Tyler too. She just went off. She was like, she posted in her son. She was like, rap is gay, and it is, bro. It really, really is, bro. It's lame. That shit for dweebs. Like it's cool to listen to and stuff. Like don't get me wrong. Like it's cool to listen to, but some of y'all like overanalyze the shit too. Y'all too overzealous for this shit, bro. Like nobody cares about rap music that much, bro. Y'all make it into something, man. The culture. You got ninjas like DJ Academics walking around talking, man, the culture. Like he really a prominent person or something like that for black people. He never said anything. Like, bro, you are a tether. You don't care about FBA people. You don't care about the struggle of FBA people in America. None of that stuff. You don't even believe in that. So what are you talking about? That's where rap, hip hop comes from. I done turned it into some other dope fiend, 304, powered. Who knows what y'all get? Satanic worshiping, ritual, like who knows what y'all doing? Diddy type stuff. And I'm young and I know that. I didn't even grow up on that type of hip hop and rap music. I know that though. Y'all turned this junk out completely. And even before we had rap and hip hop, y'all was getting turned out on these drugs and these rituals and this satanic culture. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to hear the truth, man. Y'all want to hear about the Most High. Y'all don't believe in none of that. Y'all too far gone. Y'all be y'all be Satanists. Y'all be atheists. Y'all be atheists, bro. Y'all don't believe in God, and that's okay. I don't want. I'm not like I said before. I'm not getting on here no more trying to save nobody and do that. If Christ gonna save y'all, who am I? Who am I to sit up here and try? You should learn this and you should read Deuteronomy chapter 28. That's not doing anything. You can't sit up there and say, um, you can't sit up there and say only one third is gonna make it, and then be like, well, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you, and everybody come listen to me. Man, anybody gonna come listen to you because all of them going to the burning fiery pace. They're not going to where we going. So what you trying to tell them something for? What you trying to get them cheat code for? I don't want you to make it. Fuck. I ain't trying to tell you nothing. Yep. Go to the Diddy party. Yep. Go sell your soul. Uh huh. Go be in a dumbass game and sell your soul doing nothing. Because me trying to tell you nothing, all you gonna do is just take it as disrespect. What you trying to tell me? What you trying to tell me something like you know something like you better than me? Man, watch out, bro. Watch out, bro. When I read Deuteronomy chapter 28, the whole chapter, not just one verse, that gave me peace. That gave me peace in my soul. Because then I figured out that somebody knew what was going on. And guess who knows what's going on? The Most High. Those as first shall be last, and those as last shall be first. Real talk. Anybody that mock that and laugh at that, they're going to have to bend the knee. It's okay. You're going to bend the knee in the worst way, in the most unexpected way. So if Trump really want to do something, Trump know what he got to do. He got to do what Lincoln did. Because they already don't like you, Trump. They hate you. They hate your guts. And stop trying to joke on our people. Oh, I let out Young Boy. I let out Kodak Black. And I let out Larry Hoover. And I let out... Man, we don't care. Because all they going to do, they not going to do nothing either. We need you to do what Lincoln did. Because they don't even believe that they should be paid for what they think that's their ancestors. That's really their great grands. People that's born in Gen X talking about ancestors. Boy, that's your grandma that was a slave. You talk about some of your ancestors. You're Gen X. That was your grandma that was a slave. But yeah, man, I just want to get on here and rant real quick, man. I'm gonna be back on here in a minute, y'all. I'll get back to work. Appreciate you.